Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief, APGAINS. And a lot of people were asking me on a live stream today, what are the best free-to-play teams in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? And I'm going to tell you. Now, this video is being pre-recorded and unlisted, so if you see this, whatever day this comes out, that means we're recording something very, very special. So you're going to want to subscribe to make sure you don't miss it, because it'll probably be coming out in the next 3-ish days if my future planning is up to snuff. But let's talk about the best teams in the early game for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, the best early game free-to-play team, bar none, is going to be your CLS team. It's a lot easier to get now. 3PO and Chewie's accelerated rate. 3PO is in here because he does complete this team. I do understand if you guys are very new and you have other priorities, you're not necessarily going to have C-3PO very early. The great thing about this team is you want to use it on offense for high banners because Chewbacca allows you to recover. They do a lot of assists. They do high damage. You don't necessarily need Chewbacca, so like pretend Chewbacca, like let's actually just like, oh look, he's gone. And now we get more banners. And the great thing about this is if you're really early game and you don't have 3PO and Chewie geared up, oh look, he's gone again. And we have 62 banner wins with full recovery, with double stuns, triple stuns actually, because all three of these characters stuns. Just fantastic, great undersize, has the best punch up power, in my opinion, of any early game free-to-play team that you could possibly have. The SWGOH team is definitely the first one you're going to want to grab. What CLS take the place of, Padme used to actually be the first and greatest free-to-play starting team. CLS has since taken the place, but Padme's double Zetas are two of the most important free-to-play Zetas in the early game. Same with Jedi Knight Anakin, same with Kenobi, same with Ahsoka. The fifth, again, you can undersize on offense, but oftentimes you'll find yourself placing this on defense, because if you follow the APGAINS approved farming guide, go, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes guides playlist on my YouTube channel, you'll have the greatest free-to-play account. It'll be impossible for you to lose GACs. You're going to have so many great offensive teams. You're not going to be able to use your Padme on offense. You'll stick it on defense. You got to have 5 people on defense. Who do we choose? We choose Mace Windu. He has that meme factor. You also kind of need his ship a little bit for gas, unless you happen to have a 7-star negotiator by the time you unlock gas. So you're going to need him. He's required for Kenobi, so he's not, completely useless. Capital Games says they'll never rework him. Maybe he'll get an art rework, but, you can throw in Aayla Secura, Qui-Gon Jinn. This is kind of that utility 5th spot for the Padme team. Next, we have the very original, we're spoiling, we spoil the next one every time. We have the very original Helmet faction, aka the Bounty Hunters. Bosk Zeta lead is one of the best free-to-play early game, mid-game Zetas you could possibly have. Jango is fantastic, super high damage. Boba Fett also fantastic, high damage, good versatility, especially his AoE. Recovers a lot of protection and health under Bosk lead. He has an execute that can dispel buffs and do massive damage. Mandalorian, Grief Karga, they've been accelerated rate for a while. Why I don't have them relicked is an abomination. I should do that. Unfortunately, I have to relic up the less useful bounty hunters because I need them for Executor. But that doesn't mean that these characters aren't better, even though I have to relic up those characters, because even when I have those characters relicked up, like, Dangar and IG-88 and stuff like that, I'm still going to be rocking Mandalorian and Grief because they're just better. I'll probably get them with the Gear 12, eventually relic them. They're much better. But in the early game free-to-play, this is the squad you're going to want to run. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff you can do on offense. Beat almost anything. If you throw an Aura lead, you can beat, Gas. You can beat Darth Revan. You can beat a lot of stuff. Fantastic team. You guys are going to want to have it. Now, if we go down, we've already spoiled. We have the good Revan team. Now, obviously, this is Darth Revan, so I guess a play on words. But the better Revan team is the Darth Revan, which is why I always recommend people go Darth Revan before Jedi Knight Revan. Darth Revan directly counters Jedi Knight Revan, and a lot of people go Jedi Knight Revan first, so it just makes sense to have him. Plus, he's a better character. He counters higher level teams. He's just all around fantastic. Is Jedi Knight Revan bad? No, they're both fantastic teams. This is just a team you're going to want to grab first. Eventually, once you have both squads filled out, you'll eventually get Malak. But Malak doesn't need to be here because, having an early relict Darth Revan and Bastila Shan, like my girlfriend's free-to-play account has, basically unkillable on defense and fantastic on offense. The ideal lineup, of course, is going to be Sith Empire Trooper for that taunt to prevent the mirror match counter, to prevent the bounty hunter counter without, proper modding and stuff like that. And then Sith Marauder just does big damage. I don't have him on my main account. I am farming him up on the free-to-play account because he's fantastic, and I want to have him, and I wish I have him, but now I have other GLs and executors and stuff that I have to focus on. So leaving that to the free-to-play, the early game free-to-play account to farm up because he's just such a fantastic character to have on this team. Now we have the also good Revan, aka Jedi Knight Revan, Light Side Revan. Both of these guys are used to unlock Malak, but Jedi Knight Revan you want to use with your Yoda. He's going to be your big damage dealer, your Jolie Bindo. Jolie Bindo Zeta is a must for the Jedi team, brings everyone back. Fantastic. Bastila Shan, awesome with Yoda, awesome with Jedi Knight Revan. And then the reason I have Ezra Bridger in here is because Ezra Bridger, counterattacks, he attacks twice, he does good damage, he has a dispel, he just does all the things. He calls assists. He does all the things that you want from a Jedi Knight Revan team. He perfectly goes in here. You're going to replace him with a stronger Jedi eventually. But when you're really early and these guys are on all relics or on gear 12, he is a great person to have in the Jedi Knight Revan team. The reason this team is so valuable is similar to Darth Revan. These teams both counter lots of high-end stuff. Helps you punch up. Helps you get holds. Jedi Knight Revan counters things. Like other Jedi Knight Revans, if you play it better, it can be risky. Hopefully you're more geared or evenly geared. Counters Padme really well, which a lot of players are obviously going to have because she's such an important early game team, and just all around a fantastic team you're going to want to have. Nicole's free to play account is 1.3 million GP. She has all these teams and more. She has Geos. Geos I guess would be an honorary mention. I do want to talk about a faction that a lot of people will throw in here, but I just want to kind of put this debate to rest because I don't want people making terrible mistakes and affecting their accounts negatively. Imperial Troopers, while they are a great team, and there's potentially 2 teams that you can make from this because a lot of these characters are great, there are so many important things that you need in this game to have to be effective, not only in GAC, but now since Territory Wars is so important. Yes, you can do some good stuff with these guys, but even on my main account where I'm at the point where I could use a trooper team, there's just always going to be more important, better squads that you can be farming up. So don't get distracted by, if you see videos, they're fun, they're a nice 60 banners. Do you know what's a nice 62 banner? CLS team. Do you know how much less work you have to do to CLS than getting a relic out of its mind Imperial Trooper team? I will never debate that these guys are not a good team. It's just, are they the best bang for your buck in the early game? Absolutely not. Do you find them fun? Do you like the faction? Would it help improve, how much fun you have in this game? Sure, just make sure that you understand that viability will be going down the drain as long as you're farming a faction that's not necessarily optimal. Now, I've been APGAINS. Everyone knows we have the Slave Leia cosplay on Halloween, so if you want to show up for that, that's going to be fantastic. We should have some good guests. A lot of very famous Star Wars Galaxy Heroes guests should hop on by for that. Maybe we'll do a test drive with the Slave Leia cosplay when we work with Arnold for our meme review this week. By the time you guys see this, that probably will have already been filmed. What day is it today? It's the 6th? Okay. Yeah, you'll probably end up seeing meme review maybe a week and a half from now. So what would that be? The 15th? No, that was terrible math. Just, you'll see it eventually. It'll be fun. Just stay tuned. Lots of exciting stuff happening on the channel. As always, I love you guys, and I'll see you later.